toward anything, not leaving anything behind. Awareness settles before intention and stays. The sound does not announce itself, it reveals space. Air shifts slowly, as if learning how to move again. Weight spreads evenly across the ground, across attention. Nothing separates now from later. They blend without resistance. The night exists without borders, open, unmeasured. Light drifts across surfaces, never asking where to land. Time relaxes the structure and allows itself to widen. We do not step into the sound. The sound grows around us. Motion forms without decision and continues without direction. Breathing finds balance without being guided. The bass remains beneath perception, not pressing, not fading. No signal identifies importance. No silence demands focus. Energy stays distributed like warmth in still air. Voices surface briefly, then dissolve into texture, leaving no outline. Presence remains without definition. The rhythm breathes slowly, with patience, without urgency. Nothing rises, nothing collapses, nothing collapses, nothing collapses, nothing, 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 nothing rises, nothing collapses. That never settles, bleed then cells waiting, dissolves, cause nothing is expected. The space between beats grows generous, not empty, but active. Time releases its grip, then forgets it ever held. The bass hums evenly as if memory vibrates. We exist inside the sound rather than following it. No path forms, yet alignment continues. Movement becomes effortless but never stops. The air feels dense, in a calm way. The rhythm does not insist, it allows moments overlap without replacing one enough, with them replacing one another. Nothing repeats, even when familiarity appears. Elegy remains level, without edge. The sound widens gradually, not outward, but inward. Light drifts again across bodies, across space, across awareness. Meaning is unnecessary, cause distance is absent. The bass continues, uninterrupted, unconcerned. Time stretches, then loosens. The moment stays open, unresolved. Voices then returning only as atmosphere. Awareness stays present without observation. No pressure accumulates, no release follows. The night deepens without transformation. Motion is felt without displacement. The rhythm continues because nothing interrupts it. Sound circles wide, unfinished. We remain inside. Stays present without observation. Continues because nothing interrupts it. Sound circles wide, unfinished. We remain inside because departure is irrelevant. Presence expands without becoming larger. The air carries weight without heaviness. The ground feels distant yet reliable. Nothing demands attention. Nothing fades away. Energy flows evenly across stillness. The sound does not lead, it surrounds. Time dissolves into duration without measure. The bass exists as a constant field. We do not hold the moment, we coexist with it. Nothing reaches completion, nothing seeks resolution. The night remains open and continues, not moving toward anything, not leaving anything behind. Awareness settles before intention and stays. The sound does not announce itself, it reveals space. Air shifts slowly as if learning how to move again. Weight spreads evenly across the ground, across attention. Nothing separates now from later, they blend without resistance. The night exists without borders, open, unmeasured light drift cross surface, never asking where to land. Time relaxes structure and allows itself to what it is. The ratchets, the ratchets, the ratchets, the ratchets. Breathing finds balance without being guided. Perception, not pressing, not fading. No signal identifies importance. No silos demands focus. Energy stays distributed, lit like warmth and still air. Voices surface briefly, then dissolve into texture, leaving no outline. Presence remains without definition. The rhythm breathes slowly with patience, no foot of urgency. Nothing rises, nothing collapses. The night does not respond, it holds. Awareness stasis, still without observation. Waiting dissolves, thick confession. Word is it follows out, making these enemies in ventilation. Rhythm leaves slowly, with patience, without urgency. Nothing rises, not the lapses. Nothing settles, nothing stops. Everything remains in motion without moving toward anywhere. Awareness appears before intention and stays without needing reason. The sound does not begin, it becomes noticeable. Air shifts in slow layers as the space itself is breathing. Weight spreads evenly across ground, across posture, across attention. There is no separation between moments, only gradual change. The night exists as an open field, unmeasured, uncontained. Light travels without destination across surfaces that do not hold it tonight. Time loosens its structure until structure is unnecessary. Appear briefly as texture rather than language. Presence remains without needing definition. The rhythm stays low, wide, patient, uninsistent. accelerates, nothing dissolves. The night does not respond, it allows. Light bends slowly across movement that never settles. Expectation fades because outcome is irrelevant. The space between beats becomes generous, not empty, but active. Time releases measurement and forgets sequence. The bass vibrates steadily as if memory hums. We exist alongside sound rather than following it. No platforms, yet alignment continues. Movement remains effortless but never ceases. The air feels dense in a grounding way. The rhythm offers space instead of filling it. Moments overlap without replacing one another. Nothing repeats even when familiarity appears. Energy stays balanced without edge, without pull. The sound widens gradually, not in size but in presence. Light drifts again across bodies, across distance, across awareness. Meaning dissolves because separates and dissolves. The bass remains uninterrupted, unconcerned. Time stretches into duration without reference points. The moment stays open, unresolved, unmeasured. Voices thin into atmosphere, then return softly. Awareness persists without observation. No pressure accumulates. Nothing leaves follows. Without transformation, no chance, no without distaste. Nathan unseen. The basis as a steady condition. We do not reach for the moment, we coexist with it. Nothing approaches completion, nothing seeks resolution. Anger continues, nothing settles, nothing stops. Everything remains in motion without moving toward anywhere. Awareness appears before intention and stays without needing reason. The sound does not begin, it becomes noticeable. Air shifts in slow layers as if space itself is breathing. Weight spreads evenly across ground, across posture, across attention. There is no separation between moments, only gradual change. The night exists as an open field, undazzled or contained. Night exists as an open field, unmeasured and contained. I travel without destination, cross surfaces that do not hold it. Time loosens its station until structure is unnecessary. We do news, crazy, causing amazing. The rhythm offers space instead of filling it. Moments overlap and replacing one another. Nothing repeats even when familiarity appears. Energy stays balanced without edge, without pull. The sound widens gradually, not in size but in presence. Time does not form here. It spreads. We do not notice beginnings because nothing separates. Awareness settles before thought and remains. The sound exists as a surface, wide, unbroken. Air moves slowly, as if learning motion again. Weight distributes evenly across the ground, across the body, across attention. Nothing marks importance, nothing fades into absence. The night opened without direction, not outward, not inward, simply open. Light drifts across moving space, never arriving, never leaving. Moments overlap without replacing one another. We are not inside the sound is the space we occupy. Breathing aligns naturally without instruction. The bass hums as a field, not a force, not a signal. No silence claims control, no noise demands focus. Energy spreads calmly like warmth through still air. Voices appear as texture, not language, not message. Presence holds without defining itself. The rhythm remains low, wide, patient. Nothing accelerates, nothing dissolves. The night does not react, it continues. Light bends gently across awareness. Expectation disappears because outcome is irrelevant. The distance between beats expands, not empty, but active. Time releases measurement and forgets structure. The bass vibrates evenly as if memory hums. We exist alongside motion rather than within it. No path appears, yet alignment persists. Movement continues without intention. The air feels dense in a calm and grounding way. The rhythm allows space instead of filling it. Moments blur yet remain distinct. Nothing repeats even when familiarity arises. Energy stays balanced without edge, without pull. The sound widens gradually, not in size, but in presence. Light drifts again across bodies, across distance, across attention. Meaning dissolves because separation dissolves. The bass remains constant, uninterrupted. Time stretches into duration without reference. The moment remains open, unresolved, unmeasured. Voices thin into atmosphere, then reappear softly. Awareness persists without observation. No pressure builds, no release follows. The night deepens without changing shape. Motion is felt without displacement. The rhythm continues because nothing interrupts. Sound moves in wide circles, never closing. We remain present without holding. Space feels generous without becoming empty. The ground supports without weight. Without weight, nothing asks to be named, nothing asks to be remembered. Energy flows evenly across stillness. The sound does not guide, it surrounds. Time dissolves into continuity. The bass exists as a steady condition. We do not reach for the moment, we coexist. Nothing approaches completion, nothing seeks closure. The night remains open and continues. Time does not form here, it spreads. We do not notice beginnings because nothing separates. Awareness settles before thought and remains. The sound exists as a surface, wide, unbroken. Air moves slowly as if learning motion again. Weight distributes evenly across the ground, across the body, across attention. Nothing marks importance, nothing fades into absence. The night opened without direction, not outward, not inward, simply open. Light drifts across moving space, never arriving, never leaving. Moments overlap without replacing one another. We are not inside the sound is the space we occupy. Breathing aligns naturally without instruction. The bass hums as a field, not a force, not a signal. No silence claims control, no noise demands focus. Energy spreads calmly like warmth through still air. Voices appear as texture, not language, not message. Presence holds without defining itself. The rhythm remains low, wide, patient. Nothing accelerates, nothing dissolves. Night does not react, get out. Night does not react. It does not react. Night does not react. Not react. Nothing repeats, even when familiarity arises. Energy stays balanced, without edge, without pull. The sound widens gradually, not in size, but in presence. Light drift again, across bodies, across distance, across attention. Meaning dissolves because separation dissolves. The bass remains constant, uninterrupted. Time stretches into duration without reference. The moment remains open, unresolved and measured. Voices thin into atmosphere.